location and sit down. You have 30 seconds to sit down. Please sit down, relax, pay attention, and enjoy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Places are important to me. The garden in my uncle's house, grandma's room, the jungle between my school and grandma's house when I was 5, the mountaintop between my uncle's house and the Cañaveral Mall back in Bucaramanga, the bungalow in Laguna Beach, Park Avenue, 59th floor, where I got married the first time, tiny apartment in Prince Edward, Hong Kong, the apartment in Dallas, the student residency in Bogota, the street where, under the rain, I first kissed him, my aunt's apartment, full of crystals and memories, the farm in Belgium, the room at the Standard Hotel where I overdosed, the old woman in the street, the lonely human begging for someone to hear them out. The body of a sex worker colliding on someone's skin. The eyes of a faraway being trying to communicate. The present.
Welcome to the first open mic at the end of the Abyss. This is the Abyssal, your home. Thank you for joining these restless souls on this night of sharing. We have invited selected spirits to present to you their final masterpieces of poetry, song, dance, and more. Their masterpieces before they overdosed on, our spirits. Within these spirits, there is a naive need to resist, to release, and to exist in their relationship to our spirits. Our spirits. You call them alcohol, MDMA, ecstasy, LSD, crystal, crack, heroin, opium, angel dust. Our spirits, meant for other purposes, beyond recreation, by connecting us back to the ethereal, even when misused by humans, spirits, used by human spirits, it's funny, humans and spirits. I believe you will be delighted by their presence. Before we start, there are 3 rules. If you can't understand, don't try, just feel. If you can't sense, don't think, just feel. If you feel attacked, breathe, take a moment, and don't ever stop watching. You do not want to be lost in our world, trust me. You do not want to be lost. Without further ado, and with great pleasure, thank you for coming into the depths of our souls. Thank you for joining us in the Abyssal.
Yo, I've been traveling for days. No food, no fucking sex, no stimulant my genitalia when the needle rocks inside my blood, and fuck. Yo, I've been traveling for days. I met this human last night. I bred them like 3 times, but no baby will come out. No baby, no baby. Yo, I've been traveling for days. I just wanted my fucking life thrown away, you know? So I shot it out inside of them. I shot myself inside of them and I dissipated away. I was then a part of something. I belonged somewhere. So I leave their house and I walk away into a journey of a whack 3 days. Had an apple, half a bottle of water, my skin's drying. Like if ashes have burned my humanity, making me escape from this fucking reality, you know? Meth does that. It vanishes the flesh away. So come and stay as I melt these fucking issues away. It consumes the physical of this, me in this fucking reality, and then I fly into abyss, but not fatality, and I fly. And I fucking fly and sit. Like fucking out of nowhere, I just sit and think, and as I see every single fucking pattern crystal clear in the brink of my mind, on the edge of the porch, mi abuela sit focused as she knitted the torch was lit. Within my heart, within my mind, so crystal clear, you know, the city of mind. I can see it so clear now, so I close my eyes. And when I open them, my heart opens up. And my thoughts go blind. Now my heart is pumping. Just slowly pumping. I can see it coming. The angel of death awaiting my return into the unknown. You know, they say when you're about to go to the other side, you see your life flash by and pass right before your eyes. But fuck no. What I saw was all the beauty I had never seen. For I was running my whole life from another me. From myself in this reality into a vivid dream. When I awoke, I was in a place I had never seen. What I saw was all the beauty I had once dismissed. I felt my hands move by themselves. And then a piece of paper from my left pocket and a pen in the other one. I wrote. I sit by the world of excess and emptiness, staring into my own reflection, cast upon the few stars, permeated through the flickering line lights of the buildings. Driving away planets unnamed by men. I sit staring through the cars past the devil's hour, torment rested in sunrise, and I wonder. To a galactic spatial hammock confronting infinity beyond humanity. Eternity, unlabeled and untamed. In my galactic spatial hammock, knitted by my tribe. The city will one day fall away. Nature and its cycle will reconstruct the earth. And I will be sitting, wondering where I am in my galactic spatial hammock. And this is life.
Come with me, children. Come and listen while I tell you a story. I come from the mountaintop of a faraway land where the air is crystal clear, and when you inhale, you're inhaling more than oxygen, you know? You're inhaling the land and the water. You can close your eyes. You can, you know, close your eyes. Close your eyes for me now. You can. Before we begin, I want you to imagine the land. Imagine the ocean waves bringing the sand to shore, the dust, the white dust, being forced onto my land. Now it and I are one. Breathe in. Now, look at me. The food of the traveler, or as you call it in your world, coca, the leaf, the gift from the beloved mother, the sacred plant brought to my island to connect us to the higher, to see the world stretch beyond infinity, and to reconcile our ability to heal, to cleanse our skin, to help you breathe, to help you eat, to help you move on. But coca is a spirit. And it must be treated carefully, because if you don't, you corrupt it. And then it's very dangerous. Very dangerous when used by gods of your world. You know, money gods. So, today I decided to meditate, to transcend while I appear in the abysm, your bar of preference. And I am here to ask you, darlings, to not harm the earth, to not harm it anymore. And I'm doing so by singing a song to all of you. And the song is named Canta Pachamama.
I walk into a cave. The air brushes the darkness in which I crumble. To my side, there's a wolf breathing on me, asking 3 times if I've come from heaven or hell. From heaven or hell. From heaven or hell. In his cave, his breath, I see my body transformed from a man to a child. Then the wolf becomes a mirror. And in that mirror I stare at my pale white skin, stained by the world, stained by blood. Now in the same mirror, hundreds of years ago, my innocence vanished. The house I was born in Savoy, where I used to stare at myself naked, wondering where I came from. Now all that's left is the shell, empty, waiting to be fulfilled by the man I was supposed to be, as the wolf living inside of me, like a flame burning in blue eternally. And he started. And like the stardust of the universe, we're both conglomerate. Densify, condense into flesh. My flesh, your flesh is made of absolute nothingness. Stardust is absolute. It never searches for answers or waits for the beloved one to enter their sanctuary. It stays in the present. It never asks questions. It just floats. I float.
Wait, are you still singing the song? I want us to sing the song that speaks about this woman who lives inside of magic. And she meets a man in the streets, because she's actually not looking, and then this man picks her up, and then they go through the movies, and then through the wind. Fucking romantic, right? Through the wind, in a galactic spatial hammock that is his spaceship. They go through the stars, and they fall in love in a galactic spatial hammock, and they find a garden just like Eden. They do, right? So romantic! To fall in love is so romantic. Oh. Hi. Oh my goddess. I think I'm swimming. Grandma! Arcane! Take over! Oh dear. Well, I wrote you all a story. A story about my life. I am older than humans and their history. I am indeed as ancient as the wind blowing on your face. I look like this because this is how I feel inside. This is how I feel for all the love that my children and my descendants gave me. I came from a distant land. Or did I simply appear there? Am I a creature of myth? Or the myth that I was supposed to give you all birth? I can't remember. I can remember, but what fertilize it, or to feed my children. I can't remember. I remember that I came from a distant life, and that high in life, I was forced to procreate you all by men. By poppy seeds? I can't remember. In labor, a goddess procreated you all. I can remember that I was happy for several thousands of years. I believe so. I was happy for several thousands of years. Until then, the fumes came. Not the dust which is necessary. Dust which is all of us, which we all are. Dust. The fumes who are corrosive. The fumes came and polluted the waters, and they created something called gold. And it was also inside of me, and I couldn't remove it or remove them as Demons born, sword to destroy us, destroy me. And these demons, they also became my children, and they corrupted us. They corrupted me. They came from me, and I have them in my belly now. My belly is the planet, and I can't take them off. I am Pachamama, the goddess of earth. The fumes came and gathered inside of you, children, who were inhaled by you. And you then became like the grenades. Those who were supposed to release pain, but were rather cool and never exploded, rather exploded, like I was before. I never found it. I can feel them. I can hear them. Make it stop! I can hear them! I can hear them!
I want to hear you, but I can't. And I'm trying to taste your words, but they can't reach me. I want to see you, but I'm turned off, and all I can touch is something foggy in front of me. And all I can imagine is just your silhouette, Pachamama. Mother, I can tell you used to be beautiful and powerful, and you've gotten lost. And all I have today is misery, just misery and pain. But I'm standing right in front of you. But you can't perceive me. And I can't perceive me. I haven't forgotten. I am a grenade of emotions. And I was thrown to explode. I was exploited to be thrown, but I never truly did. And I absorbed the pain and lust, violence, shouts, the hungriness and pity of eyes avoiding me. And when all the voices abandoned me, And all the times I tried to fuel away the pain inside of me, it boiled and sharpened inside of me. And while the thorn spreads, I float in exquisite sadness, unseen, unnoticed. And my pain is not only mine, it is in all of us. But you won't be released. None of us can be released.
Come on, children. Come on. Time to sing the song of purification.
Are you staring at me? With your body all stiff and your hands in your pocket? Your eyes are looking down again tonight instead of up into the stars. Don't you see? The flowers blossomed. The night comforted you, touching your face with the wind, breathing into your ears, reminding you, you are not alone, boy. Let me scream it. Bunk it up. You are not alone. Wait, why are you even stiffer now? You're staring at me with such intensity, I feel intimidated. I should, but I don't. I've seen you. I've known you. You raised me. I was just a pup when you held me in your arms and laughed so hard, remember? The dying leaves from the willow tree falling on me. I've seen you pick them up and put them all into a pile so you could drop me on them and make a mess. Won't you play with me one more time? I've seen you. I've known you, and yet you are so far away now. What has happened for you to go inside your head like a whirlpool so far away? I can't keep track of your spirit. Why do you feel so alone tonight? What troubles you? What bothers you? Can I care for you the same way you cared for me? Let me scream it, funk it up. Can I care for you the same way you cared for me? I'll be here, under the tree, under the stars, staring at you. Young boy with your gaze down, ignoring the night lullabying you, and the spirits promising you that they will protect you for eternity. Sweet, kind boy, sweet, lonely boy. Raise your head, stop touching your bare feet, place them in the ground. Feel the cold soil, and then look up into the stars, reconnecting you with us and everything around that was promised to be guarded by your hands.
I think I wanted to get to a point where the characters were in some sort of communion, like doing a chant or singing a song. But I didn't know what to write next. I mean, what can you write when the characters are in perfect communion? And isn't that what we are all looking for? Nirvana? I think I'm very scared of getting personal with this. When I started writing, the story was about my own drug addiction and how I couldn't overcome it, trying to understand why I couldn't overcome it. But as I'm writing it, I am realizing that my own drug addiction in my life are about something else. Something that I really want my characters to experience. Something that I have told people, it's something that I have never put down in paper. Putting words down on paper can be so hard. And it's like if you were in a cave with a really big wolf, and the wolf was just staring at you. And you have to look at it. And you have to stay with it. And you have to let it know that this is who you are now. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And why is my story relevant? Why am I writing these? I don't know. But I do know that there are places that are very important to me. Places like the jungle between the school and his grandma's house when I was 5.
The road between the school and his grandma's house when he was 5. G doesn't know it yet, but this place is particularly important for both of us. In his mind, it was a jungle. In other people's minds, it was a crappy bridge connecting to the road and a dirty water canal with overgrown trees in it. Nature grows in unexpected places. Seeds are born in unexpected places and then they grow throughout infinitely, just as I did. I existed before the heartache and the labor, and so I exist in the mind for all of us. G used to walk his way from his grandma's house to the school, pass by the bridge, then stare into the plants and the vultures scavenging the trash. In his mind, the vultures were beautiful. Humans have this ability to see beauty in dirt. We have this ability to prevail against adversity, look back and see it be magnified by beauty. I was born from this jungle, and G's deep desire to feel what he felt then, for he is in the search of something to fill out the empty space. He thought the vultures were beautiful because they were like him, always hungry, always dissatisfied. I am also dissatisfied. Complete, well, incompleted. Waiting for my children to come back to me, waiting to be honored properly. But tell me, aren't we all dissatisfied?
His grandma's room, the farm in Belgium, the garden in his uncle's house.
His grandma's room, the farm in Belgium, his uncle's garden, the bungalow in Laguna Beach. Little ones, I am a collage of bubbly memories and fantasies made to remember his grandmother, the human who taught him love. There are stories in his family about this brave woman who had a tenacious heart and a bad attitude. His mother often talks about getting her hair combed by this woman and being pushed against the wall if she complained how much it hurt to be combed. Yet, the same woman took homeless people into her home, washed them herself, offered them a meal. As the same woman poured boiling water on anyone who came to her doorstep uninvited. I raised 13 children with a drunken husband. 15 days drunk, 15 days sober. I lived to be 82 years old. I am remembered how he remembers me, rocking in a chair in the entrance, knitting. I am remembered as he remembers me, as someone who understood love and pain and hatred, and lived to outgrow them all. I am also the farm in Belgium where he slept with his mother and sister on a cashless night, traveling in a rented car through Europe. The boy was 10. How to forget the bungalow in Laguna Beach? The boy was 16 then. Oh, his feet pushing against the sand. Little ones, I have been made of stories put together, stories that remind me, once again, I am a guardian. Come, little ones, close your eyes once again and listen. I am a guardian. I am a guardian of my own decisions. I am a guardian of all living creatures. I am a guardian of hatred passed down on me, and I am a guardian of love descended onto me. I, like Pachamama, have a certain dissatisfaction. Maybe regret. Regret at this age. Regret.
The mountaintop between my uncle's house and Cañaveral, Park Avenue, 59th floor, where I got married the first time, tiny apartment in Prince Edward, Hong Kong.
The mountaintop between his uncle's house and Cañaveral, Park Avenue, 59th floor, where he got married the first time. Tiny apartment in Prince Edward, Hong Kong. I am the memory of who he was before he became a man. This still conglomerate of dreams and broken promises. The way he remembers when he saw his mother for the first time after 10 years. It was pretty dull, actually. No excitement, no heart racing. And there should have never been. Meeting his mother was only natural. I was 4 years old when my mother left. She ran away from my father, a broken man full of violence. She escaped to the United States to help her children and her mother. The boy's mother always talks about the last time that she saw her mother, the boy's grandmother. She remembers walking out of her house and grandmother looking back and saying,
I know this is the last time I will see you. I love you.
Well, she busted her ass as a demolition worker. He grew up between flowers and emptiness. I'm also the way the world sees me. White skin, adorably handsome looking man. I'm at the end, the emptiness, densified by the memory of the first time being held for stolen. I had just gotten out of acting class on the east side of 52nd Street. I was 17 years old. A man from Grindr asked me if I wanted to fuck him. He lived in Chelsea. I accepted. The man sent me a cab. When I arrived, the man brought me to this place. It was a very minimalistic, all-white apartment on the first floor of a building. I still remember the address.
I do, and I know you still live there. I won't destroy you as you tried to destroy me.
As I arrived, I quickly realized there were going to be more men involved. It was an orgy. And partially out of curious, I decided to stay. While I was kissing a beautiful young black man, someone blew something on my face. The next thing he remembers is imprinted inside of me. And I can't verbalize it. I don't remember the words. I think 7 hours passed before he could remember what happened. And after 7 hours in that Chelsea apartment, I remember the voice of an older white man saying, "My daughter, what are you like? What you are, you are." And the laughter in the room made it harder for participants. 12 hours after, my face had turned red. But not that red that I remember when I used to go to the beach with Grandma, or at Laguna Beach, or after being in the school's soccer field for a long period of time. It was an orange red. It seemed artificial. I think this is where the idea of pollution and corruption came from. I remember a Latino man covering my face with soap. And hearing the woman the next morning, I said, "Oh my God." And we were not. And I was disgusted. And I learned.
I was still watching him from away with my radioactive vision from his hometown in Bucaramanga. I was watching. I think he lost something that day.
Correction. He found something that day. He found me. A stardust. The bridge between the man he will be and the boy that will abuse. Conglomerated, high-density stardust, piled in dark matter, unable to move anywhere. I can tell it wrong, but beautiful. You know, all the broken pieces are beautiful. It is easier to appreciate when we think it's lesser than us. I think I'm satisfied.
Tiny apartment in Prince Edward, Hong Kong. The monastery in the top of the hill in Hong Kong. The apartment in Dallas.
He gave me from the memories of the streets. His feet walking slowly, his eyes corroded, his mind so empty and his soul so broken. His uncounted amount of fuck buddies and fucking fights. His uncounted amount of fucking mistakes he made every night. His uncounted amount of regrets. Level down sweet boy's head. I was made of stone, looking at Luna. Top bronze made Buddha, 1,000 of them. Staring at the door like a slow-mo off the hill. Falling to the ground and staying. I was made of every time he tried to tell his dad he wanted to talk. Made of every time his dreams are crushed and he couldn't move on. Boiled into the ground. I was made of serenity. Made of hustling concrete, no hope of longevity. Jungle where dreams can be. I was made in New York, flickering lights of light. But you know the instant he was right in his eyes. You can inside, voice deflected his heart. Souls running away from the real, recognized real part. I was made of homies and street dogs. His alternative friends is what his mother called him. I was made of struggles and spitting blood. So many orgasms, hotel rooms, and cash blood. Down the toilets in white man's home. His white man's room. His white man's room. Right now he's down and out and he can't go home. I was made of his teary eyes. Of so many lies he heard. So many times he tried, but so many times he hurt. Or tried to realize before he was burnt. His spiritual side that lied deep beneath, staring at the Buddha in the monastery, breaking into the gal's apartment. It was solitary mind, confinement, unblinded, knowing it was enough. Enough blood, enough tears, enough for him to recover from his nightmares. Come back somewhere. Somewhere where? There's nowhere. Nowhere but within. Yo, come within you, buddy. Come within yourself. But you can't start from the finish line. You'll end up broken, bruised, and battered every single time. So snap out of it and break it apart. Mold it again, go back to the start. Use all the fucking cliche phrases you need to survive. And move the fuck on. Snap out of it. Because you know what? You'll die if you keep running so far from yourself. Stop storing your bad memories in jars on top of the shelf. Go ahead, go let it out and have a cry. Because if you keep that shit bottled up.
I think this is where the story ends. I am done writing.
What about me?
I don't think I'm ready for you yet.
I see. I'll be waiting.
Abysm is officially closed. Are you ready, boy?
There's one more thing to say. Places that are important to me.
The student residency in Bogota, the street where, under the rain, I first kissed him. I can see love in his eyes. When, at the compass of my so tired kissing eyes, he smiles at me. I can't control my heartbeat, and his is in harmony with mine. Suddenly the breeze comes in, chills my skin, goosebumps. Is it from him, or is it from the city? It just wouldn't last. How could it? My heart was going to turn into stone before we learned how much love we needed to survive. The rhythm of our hearts synchronizing, now in dissonance. It wouldn't last. How could it? It would leave me once again broken and empty. And through the years, I would be slowly crumbling in his memory, like water leaking from a wall. This is unfortunately another love story that went sideways. My name is Dust, and to dust we shall return. I am a collective creation of everything he doesn't think is important, but that is still there. Was I just trying to fill the empty space that such as my lover left? Or was it the empty space that I felt from not being with my mother? What matters is we are dust, and to dust we shall return.
Sometimes I wonder what my life could have been if I had not loved him. You know, it could have been like one of those movies in which the hero travels to a parallel world to meet a parallel version of them, in which everything went wrong because their lover died or left them. And sometimes I think I am the broken hero in the parallel world. If he was still with me, I may have not fallen into all of this mess.
Welcome to Nirvana, everyone. Here, the day has turned blue in order for the waves to rise above the flesh of man. Here, the moon has colored the grass underneath our skin. Yes, underneath our skin lies the soil of the planet waiting to vibrate, as we vibrate when our humanity is invoked. In the dirtiness, in the cold iron, in the concrete, in the bloody tears of our crystal fragility, the God seeds have been discovered, and they spread. A God seed is a gift given to humans that beyond the tribulations for eternity, they are and will be in the process of transcending. Where? We transcend into dust. Isn't it wonderful to know we will always return to where we started? When we accept absurdity, we accept ourselves. God seeds. Funny gifts. They were given to all of us. Poor and rich. Violent or kind. Broken or fixed. God seeds.
Would it help if you say it through me instead of you?
But aren't you me, partner? Aren't you and all of you just little parts of who I am?
I was 5 years old when my grandmother died. From there on, I will live in more than 5 different homes throughout Colombia with different relatives who loved me but also rejected me for not having my mother next to me. They pitied me more than they loved me. It will not be until my 16th birthday that I truly digested how different, or in their words, to make me feel better, special, they thought I was. It took me 10 years to digest this information. Just a little background on why trauma has history, why we can't avoid it, why we have to confront it. Of course, I remember how it all came out. Woke up on a Sunday morning to my mother screaming on the phone. Her house had just been sold, and guess by who? By the man who abused me. She wasn't aware. She was always working. So when I asked, "Mom, what's going on?" and she replies, "I see tears streaming down my face out of nowhere." And somehow, in that moment, it all made sense. How abruptly low I felt about myself since childhood, the isolation, the inadequacy, the inability to be a part of, even when being the center of, it all made sense. So I closed my eyes and I said, I can put my feet to the ground, touch the cold earth, feel the breeze and the stars above me, be one with the earth. I could just be nothing. Be like a dog. Be like a spirit. Be like the earth. Be nothing. Be dust.
His bed where his grandma died, sleeping next to him. That's where we met. My name is Death, and they say those who get close to me will always be hunted by me, or befriended by me. I do not follow who does not invite me to do so. When her grandmother died, he spent 3 years unable to sleep alone. In his dreams, I would visit him to comfort him. I am Death, the angel of movement. In me, all souls finally find rest. I comfort the living when their seeds are ready to sprout. When did humans turn me into a terrorist? An attack, a violent act. I am only transition, communion, reconnection with all. It is in my wings that life is born and given back to the cycle where we all belong. In the roots of the tree, I exist. I felt deep love for him and the eyes of a boy overlooking the moon, and my gaze protecting him. I am the angel of the unknown. I am protection. His fears nonetheless transformed me into a demon in his eyes. Every night, he would dream of a meteor falling and an angel introducing itself to him. In the shining light, the angel's skin will reverse, and all of the angel's guts, lungs, insides will turn visible. When a terrifying angel is about to eat him, he wakes up, petrified. I am overlooking, standing still to his aid, and to all humankind aid I overlook. Then he walks to the studio between his room and his uncle's room, staring at the motion painting of a boat passing through the Williamsburg Bridge. And when he sits in silence, to not bother anyone, as a parrot I appear, a guacamaya who has lost her wings, who would climb through the garden's tree and jump into the studio to spend the night with Lucky, staring at him. Morning would be our bedtime. Dusk will be a new dawn.
So this story is about my battles, the battles of my life, the things that I've gone through, and the people that have given me love, and the people who have affected me, who have abused me, and all of the places where those things have happened, where I've met those people, where I've been nourished by those people. And this story is also about how I finally understand my own life. You know, fuck me. I think in between the hate of the drugs and all of the abuse, I forgot how to look at myself. And at the end, writing this story ended up just being about that. How to look inwards, how to reconcile with all of the things that I've gone through life, and all of the pain, and all of the abuse, and all of the love, and all of the kindness, and all of the places in between where I've been able to experience those things. I think I can finally reconcile, maybe not accept, but I can reconcile with the version of me who lives today, the version of me that deals with addiction, that deals with trauma, and that is fortunate enough to have so much love around me. I can see myself, and I can see my own reflection. Nirvana doesn't exist. Tragedy doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is my own journey.
My name is Dust. I am the inner boy and the outer man. I am from South America, and I'm full of wonder. I am races intertwined from immortal time, and for the rest of history, I am the river, the wind, the fire, the earth, the moon, the dog, the guacamole, the coca leaf, my grandmother and ancestors, and lovers, my abusers. I am dust. I am pulverized ash, eternally gone.
Yes, love.
My sister, my forgetting to pick up the trash you dropped on the hall.
My family embracing with severity in hands.
Every friend I have cared for.
Every single person who has hurt me, broke me,
Healed me.
in pursuit of the blessings, vertical series, who will not let dust vanish away.